We will quickly start again on the basics of what is affiliation. We will imagine that you are already registered with SystemEIO on a free or paid account and that you therefore have access to your affiliation link. The principle, it's relatively simple. It's that you distribute this affiliate link in a coherent and logical way. That's what we're going to have a little later, and a person will click on this link, will take action, buy the product, so here buy a SystemEIO subscription. The SystemEIO system will detect that this customer arrived thanks to you, and especially that he put his credit card thanks to you. In exchange, you will receive a percentage on this sale. It is all so simple as that. Affiliation in real life, it is often called a business provider. The basic principle is that people need help to make decisions, and very often it is an affiliate who helps people to pass the cake between the free and the paying. The majority of people absolutely do not notice that it goes through affiliate links. We will see, for example, looking for one on the internet, we will find style on a blog, and then once that we are convinced, we will click on the button which is on this blog, and in the end it was an affiliate link. But honestly, 90% of people, or even many more, do not notice that they go through an affiliate link, and moreover, technically, it's painless for them. They won't pay anything more. The companies, well, it's of great interest because they gain visibility thanks to their affiliate without spending any money, because they only spend money when there is a sale, contrary to advertising, or as soon as your message is dispersed. And well, you start paying from the moment. Note, affiliate business, I like to call it an affiliate entrepreneur. It is relatively simple. We create content and connections, as well as the creation of the egg, marketing, after-sales service, etc., and in the end, it gives us time to optimize our business, and above all, to gain visibility as we go along. As there are 4 approaches, we will say, of affiliation. Paid advertising, not necessarily something that I recommend if you are a perfect beginner. The SEO is to create content to be visible on search engines as well on Google as on YouTube. The influencer quota simply goes, if we already have an acquired audience. For example, I don't know if you are a sports coach and you already have an audience on Instagram, and well, you can start sharing affiliate links in a way intelligent, and then the referrer is often people who have agencies. It's simply, here there is a client who will arrive, and then we will install tools and we will pass through these affiliate links. The referent has the big advantage is that these clients are already ultra qualified, and generally a client who enters an agency, in the end he is there to last rather a long time if all goes well at the agency level. So here are the 4 approaches. There is no right or wrong approach necessarily. The more you will also evolve in your affiliate business, the more you will eventually draw from the 4, perhaps draw from one at the beginning, and then after we add a second, etc., etc. You have to understand that at the beginning things can be a little manual, rather the technique of the referrer. You are from a person, in exchange that they spend time affiliate link, and then little by little it becomes known that you have good results. You become rather a micro-influencer, and then once you become a micro-influencer, you can also start betting on techniques such as being present on YouTube or being present through a blog, and then we will say the last final stage is that you generate enough money thanks to your affiliate business to launch advertisements. It's a journey like any other. We can hear if you have a huge expertise in advertising, do advertising directly, etc. We are not going to talk about all these techniques here, but it was really for you to understand the 4 global approaches to affiliation. All the rest we will only focus on SystemEIO. The first thing I would like to tell you right away is that SystemEIO is not an opportunity as we often see everywhere on social networks. It is a platform marketing tool which is used to sell one's knowledge, and knowledge. For this there are 6 essential points that SystemEIO covers. Create sales tunnels, send emailing campaigns, create websites, launch an affiliate program, create online training, automate your marketing is 6 points. I took them right on the official SystemEIO presentation page, but what you can immediately notice is that it's not marked as a crazy affiliate opportunity, so that's is really something you have to understand. But what all we will have after stems from this, if you think that SystemEIO will make you money without doing anything, is that in the end you are heard presented SystemEIO. The majority of people who use SystemEIO are not affiliates but real users, and a real user is like An entrepreneur who sells his own products in any field, from canine training to sewing to sports coach to marketer. In short, there are absolutely all the themes, and that is something, in my opinion, that is important to understand. The SystemEIO affiliation. Everyone can join the SystemEIO affiliation program. You do not need to be a customer. It's free total access. You just have to register. The big advantage is that today it gives 50% commission on each sale on subscriptions and their online training. There is a tracking system, powerful basically when you send a contact, and well, what they do even smarter is that when they do email marketing, there is your affiliate link inside the email. C is also Alaska key strategy, so it's the last affiliate link click who will receive his commission. That's something so important to understand. You'll see we'll go into a little more detail later. I'm going to a little faster on this whole presentation, but what you generally know, and we're going to get into a bit of juicy right after. To make your dashboard simple when you're connected to SystemEIO, in the menu bar at the top you click on dashboard, affiliate dashboard, and you find yourself on something similar to what you see on the screen. I submitted in yellow at the top. It is your affiliate identifier, which is unique, and at the bottom you have a link to put in before SystemEIO directly, so you just have to copy it and start sending traffic to your affiliate link, and little by little you will see people who subscribe to SystemEIO, and I wish you more and more to receive commission. Now we really get into what you need to understand, and I really tried to go step by step so that you understand what strategy you should adopt to fully maximize your affiliate earnings. We are going to do a fairly price study. Basic at SystemEIO there are 4 plans, and then there's the possibility of paying monthly or annually. If you send free traffic, well, you necessarily get 0 commission. If you are on the monthly startup plan, you earn €11, 25 or €95 otherwise. On the webinar plan it is €19.58 or €165 on the annual plan, and lastly the unlimited 40.42 or €345 per one can call. It is also something important to understand the affiliation at SystemEIO. The 50% of commission are based on the price excluding taxes. It's something important. That's why it's not just have no, it's that we remove the 20% VAT, and from there we calculate the 50% commission. So we do a quick little calculation. But how do you get €10,000? And well, if you only send people on the free plan and who only have people who sign up for the free plan and who don't pass on paid plans, is not possible. However, you need 75 customers on the startup plan. When I say 75 customers, is 75 customers who stay a minimum of 12 months. Roughly you need 889 transactions of €11.25 for the webinar plan. You need 43 customers who stay a year. For the unlimited plan, 21 customers. Since the annual plan has a discount, you will need a very small, a few more customers, but also that assures you that your customers really stay a year, because they're in the 75 customers. Maybe there is one who will stay 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, but not necessarily a year. Whereas if you only sell startups without these customers, you have to have 61 customers or 29 customers depending on the formula he takes in hand, so that you have to understand, in the end, earning €10,000 with the SystemEIO affiliation is not a large volume of names. It can be scary, but when you break it down concretely, it's relatively simple. You just have to focus on getting people to come in regularly, very quietly. You also have to understand that a client who comes in, yes, there I estimated over a year, but maybe 80% of your customers will be there for a second year, and so on and so. In the end, it's not €10,000 that you will make. It's maybe 20, 30, 40, 50, €000 as you go along. The importance is to focus on bringing qualified people into SystemEIO, and we will see all that together from there. When you know these statistics, there is a number that you absolutely must know, and I myself did not know it. It's how much percentage goes from the free plan to the paid plan, regardless of the paid plan, and their SystemEIO was kind enough to give me this statistic for this master class, so you have a real exclusivity, because it's an official figure. On average, there are between 5 and 6% of people who are on the free plan who switch to a paid plan regardless of the paid plan. But so if we take our statistics that it takes 75 customers on the startup plan, we will learn a simple case where everyone passes on the startup plan, and you are lucky if you have a few more people who pass on other plans, but suddenly you will make more than 10,000 euros. So in our objective, if we used that, if we want 75 customers, you officially have to bring in about 1,500 people on the free plan. So if you start saying it's a big volume, but there's a very small wolf, it's that I've got you spoken just before that it was the last affiliate link that counts, and in fact it's not 5 or 6% for SystemEIO, it's 5 or 6% that really passed. But for you as an affiliate, you never know when a nobody is going to switch from the free plan to the paid one, and there are quite a few people, quite a lot in a row, who will come and interfere here simply because they are going to give a free template, and when you give a free template at SystemEIO, there is their affiliate links from and so on. So in fact for you as an adulterer, it's not 5 or 6% that will convert on the paid plan, but it's maybe 1% or even much less. In fact that there are smart refiners who are very present in the SystemEIO group, but also very present on YouTube, in their blog, in their email marketing, and it is generally they who will squeeze you without doing it voluntarily, but who will squeeze your potential gain. But will this be the last click they will have made? And well, it will be on their affiliate link. Don't worry, we will find a solution. But if we estimate that only 1% take action, we have to you manage to have 7,500 people who sign up for the free plan there. It's starting to make a hell of a lot that I find it's not even 1%, it's a figure that I took out. Like that it happens, it's 0.4%. I have no idea, and no one can really know. And so, if we take stock, the majority of affiliates focus on free, whereas a good affiliate, and now you have a good affiliate because you are part of this master class, should instead focus on the webinar and unlimited startup plan to earn 10,000 euros as quickly as possible, thanks to the SystemEIO affiliation, and in the end not focus on having 7,500 subscribers to a SystemEIO, but simply having perhaps without registering on SystemEIO. And so the three cases go through your affiliate link. For that it is necessary to understand why anyone who uses SystemEIO should not use the free plan but only the paid plans. The free plan, at the base, it was planned, in my opinion, to discover the software, to take it in hand, and once we have taken it in hand, technically 1 or 2 weeks, in fact, we should be on the paid plan for different reasons. And so for that I advise you to go to the price page of and really analyze this table correctly, because it will give you lots of indications on why you and your audience should use a paid plan. So I did a quick analysis for you. This is my analysis, but there may be the other analyses that you can have. So there you go. And then maybe over time there are some new features that will appear at SystemEIO, will allow you to have other opportunities to move people naturally from the free plan to the plan paying. The first thing is a limited number of tunnels, 3 on the free side and 10 on the foreground. The same I put it, but it's a little less true. For that we go from 15 pages to 50 pages. Honestly, 15 pages, that is more than enough for most online businesses. But here is a training space versus 5, intact versus 5, and we are also talking about excellent one click. We go from 1 to 10. That's real arguments, you will see, or in the end, well, makes a real entrepreneur should not be the only free plan, but at least on the startup plan, see if you sell training on the webinar plan, and that I give you that on a silver platter, and that's how you will naturally be able to guide people to learn a paid plan instead of taking a free plan, by really helping them to boost their turnover. But what do you remember? A person who goes online is not necessarily okay of the 27 or 47 euros per month that SystemEIO costs that it will really look at, but it is the increase in its turnover, one of the features that come out H3 2 weeks ago, but that I have already used. But they have added 2 columns which are really interesting for you. It is in the management of the tags. So there you go, in contact at the top, and manage the tags. And in fact you have 2 columns total of sales and sales per contact. That is to say that we will be able to explain to people the importance of using tags, and with a tag you can't use SystemEIO correctly to correctly analyze your business. I'll explain that to you right after, but you will be able to have a tag for YouTube, a tag for Instagram, a tag for your Twink line number 1, a second tag for your limit number 2 or your masterclass, and so on. What will allow you to determine with this tool that has just highlighted it's okay. In the end, do I earn more money with Facebook? Do I make more money with my traffic from YouTube and so on? And even for you who do affiliation, who will not have your sales statistics, because in the end you sell no products, you will be able to tell yourself, okay, today where I win the most emails from more contacts, it is rather thanks to my YouTube channel, or rather thanks to my Facebook profile, or thanks to TikTok or Twitter or LinkedIn, whatever, and little by little you will be able to tell yourself, okay, well, there I tried a lot of strategies, but when I analyze correctly, it is on this social network, on this strategy, that I have the most contacts, so I will really put my 80% of my efforts on this strategy and then 20% on the rest. That's important for an entrepreneur, is to know how to correctly analyze his business. We will now go into a little more detail, a concrete example at SystemEIO. It's a tool, and among other things, a tool to create your email database. For that, generally a capture page with a gift and an exchange for their email address and possibly their first name, and well, we're going to offer them this free cake. Just if you want to do the thing right, you need at least 2 tags, the traffic tag. So there I gave you an example with YouTube, and the tag simply lead magnet. So there you have 2 rules: add tag, not limit net add tag source of traffic. And for example, my capture pages, in fact I duplicated this little tunnel each time to have a specific tunnel for Instagram, a special tunnel for my Facebook group, a specific tunnel for TikTok, and so on. I systematically have several tags, and what we have seen is that in the free subscription you can only have 1 tag, except that in the end with a tag you are not able to analyze your business, and an online business is based on the principle that it is a game of numbers, and suddenly you have to analyze this data correctly. And if you want to analyze your data correctly, at least you have to track down your sources of traffic. It's as simple as that. From there you see very quickly that if you correctly explain to people how to use SystemEIO correctly and why, from the moment it should properly track their business, because it allows them to properly manage their online business, and well, they will naturally switch to the start plan. You cannot correctly analyze your business on the free version of SystemEIO. It is not possible. Do not forget the free version of SystemEIO. At the base it was planned not to develop a business but to take control of the software, in my opinion, and after pass, at least on the startup plan, to properly launch your business. I'll give you a second example. For example, here we stay on something ultra simple, a sales funnel, a sales page with an order form, and on the order form you must have seen it regularly. You have a little checkbox. It's a complimentary offer, and in marketing jargon we call it a bump. Someone who really wants to increase their turnover, it's a formidable offer. In fact, to have precisely this checkbox, approximately between 30 and 60% of the people who will buy your main product will buy your complimentary offer if you have done it correctly. So to want to save 27 euros for an entrepreneur, he loses a lot more, in fact, and for that he must be at least on the startup plan, because he will need at least 2 tags. The tag of the main training and the tag of the additional training. So there he needs 2 tags, but more than that, and there also need 2 training spaces: the main training space, or in the end it will have the member space with your content, and then additional training, even if it is a PDF that you could send through an email, etc. I strongly advise you to install it in a members area, simply because it will reduce your after-sales service throughout the year. How many times people will contact you, I lost the email, etc. To have access to this additional training, it's shooting you in the foot, and when you're going to receive maybe 2 or 3 a month, because here it is human to delete these my emails, and well, you're going to be fed up, and you're going to put in your member area where they will find it very easily. And so there is another example where you should not stay on a free plan, is that by using SystemEIO correctly, by having a real entrepreneurial approach, you should be at least on the start plan. So in the end, to make 10,000 euros, your dev efforts rather on educating correctly to use SystemEIO, in that You realize that it's useless to send 500 people on the free plan, but maybe have a strategy to properly educate the entrepreneurs who come into contact with you. As an affiliate, it focuses on you. I'm sure to send 75 customers to SystemEIO, and I'm going to show you something even more powerful. Is that the reality? A person who sells a online product should be automatically on the webinar plan and suddenly generate 10,000 euros of affiliation at SystemEIO. Well, it's just finding 43 customers in the year. Simply that, 43 customers. Honestly, you don't have to take a year to find them. For some it's going to be a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, whatever, but if you form your prospects correctly, it will be much easier to reach 10,000 euros in affiliation. A tunnel sales. Often we will start with a capture page simply to create an email database in the end. So here I let you simplify as much as possible. There may be things you can improve, but we will say a capture page here for YouTube, a capture page for Instagram. After you refer to the sales page, you refer to the order form. It will allow you to do a real financial analysis at the end of each month and say, okay, my traffic on YouTube brought me time, my traffic on Instagram brought me year. And so when we start to concretely calculate the number of tags we need, we will automatically come across the startup plan. Here, adding the YouTube tag, adding the Instagram tag, adding the lead controller tag. So she likes for link a magnet. It's the same in both cases, but already we are at 3 tags and we automatically pass. Okay, you are order formatting the main training tag, updated fake main training tag. And there you are certainly saying, yes, but James, there are only 5 tags. Where there are only 5 tags, but there are marketing strategies that I will not show you right now. But among other things, for the abandonment of cart, you need a minimum of additional attack. Personally, I really like having a customer tag that allows me to separate people who have bought training from me, and in quotes, from much colder prospects, which allows me to handle my marketing differently. It also miss all that is upsell and downsell, which are marketing strategies to boost your turnover to naturally increase the market value of each of your wholesale customers. Behind the order stamp, you have complimentary offers in one click, and suddenly, naturally, people are obliged to have a webinar plan, at least for people who sell online training. Clearly, those who only affiliate a startup plan can be enough. For people who sell online training or coaching, that seems essential to me right away to be on the webinar plan. The thing is that the majority of people do not realize that they need all that. They generally start without properly tracking their traffic, and suddenly they are not able to properly manage their business, and therefore it imagines that an entrepreneur wants to advertise, and well, you will have one more tag and see if he has several advertising campaigns. If he has several advertising campaigns on different social networks, it's almost intact each time. Quickly, it's only webinar plan. So that's arguments not just to sell. Who is really from home, really SystemEIO's audience, SystemEIO users. Now that you have this theoretical knowledge, and well, it will be much easier for you to properly promote SystemEIO. I will now give you the action plan. Now that you have this knowledge, so here you go, do your affiliate work and finally really earn affiliate commissions. Your focus should not be only on send regular traffic on SystemEIO's free plan by saying, okay, SystemEIO will do the work for me. Yes, it takes traffic, but as we are on last cookie, the last click, that counts, and therefore you might as well train your audience correctly on the best practices for using SystemEIO, and that it passes naturally via your affiliate link. So the action plan is already that you must master SystemEIO perfectly to be an affiliate who earns money with SystemEIO, and then you also have to know the basics of marketing to succeed. So the basics of marketing, concretely, you have already seen a lot of them here, but you always have to deepen your knowledge to be able to help your audience as much as possible. Capital I made a 7-step action plan to succeed in dominating the SystemEIO affiliation. Ask for work, but if you follow these steps, you will do better than 99% of affiliates on SystemEIO. The first thing is that you must take time to perfectly master SystemEIO. You must master absolutely all the features, because you will be able to advise your audience and support them properly. That's the basis. It seems silly, but I guarantee you that many in a row at SystemEIO have just retrieved the affiliate link but do not know how to do anything with the tool, so takes 1 to 2 weeks to master the tool. I'm not telling you that you have to be an absolute expert, but here you have to know how to make a sales page, a capture page, manage tags, etc. It's your mission as a row. The second thing is to master marketing. You saw it well thanks to the marketing that we saw above. Naturally, it seems logical to use the paid version of SystemEIO. Why? Because it optimizes their results, and an entrepreneur is there to make a turnover business, at least money in his pocket concretely, and that's it. Don't forget the techniques mentioned, knowing how to analyze his tunnel correctly. I've already managed the shopping cart abandonment, the funeral, the salt teeth, the bidding, and all that. It's all one lot of variables essential for you to know, to master, and to be able to use, because it naturally pushes people to use the paid version of SystemEIO. And therefore if you master it, you can explain correctly why people should use these marketing strategies, and especially how implement them on SystemEIO. You have to adapt your knowledge. So here I gave you a very theoretical course, but here is something we haven't seen and that you have in my free training just below. That's all, which is calmly creating its added value. Being visible on social networks or wanting to talk to everyone on the internet is not wanting to talk to anyone. You can specialize. You can become the person who advises sports coaches, copywriters, finals builders, little matter, and in the end you adapt your knowledge to their market, their needs. Quite simply, very often it is also illustrated by concrete cases. If I want to talk about SystemEIO to sports coaches, all the examples that I would do, all the tutorials that I would do would be with the codes of the sports coaches. So images, the colors, etc., the wording, the word they use, so that they actually say, James is the person who helps me to start my online business correctly as a sports coach. So adapt your knowledge of SystemEIO and your knowledge of marketing to your audience so that you become unique. Fourth step, prepare resources. It can be checklists, templates, tutorials, case studies, but what I like to say in my C jargon is that you have to bring quick wins, quick results to your audience. A quick result is not necessarily only financial, but for example, having a beautiful capture tunnel directly that people can import at home, and well, that's a quick win, because in 2 clicks on SystemEIO you can download a template. So that's something important. And don't forget, in the templates, in the email sequences, in the member areas that you share with your audience, all that for free there to your affiliate link. Fifth thing, well, is to be visible, because if you are not visible you will not have results. For that you have to put on your content creator cap, and therefore create quality content that meets the needs of your audience, and therefore not create content for everyone, but really say to yourself, okay, I make content for my customer avatar, content that would really interest him and that meets his needs. And there you can use different platforms, blogs, social networks, videos, etc. to reach as many people as possible. I advise you not to focus on 36 platforms when you start. What I like to say is to choose a rather short-term strategy, Instagram style, TikTok, Facebook, or in fact you create content that is visible for a very short time, 24 hours, 48 hours, and then after that it goes down a bit in people's feeds, and another platform that helps you to be present really perpetually. Based more on YouTube, search engines, and blogging is the 2 best solutions at the moment. Last step in all of this, you really have to educate your audience. So we have seen that they will only use the paid version of SystemEIO if they understand precisely. An entrepreneur who wants to develop an online business is not afraid to invest €27 per month, €47 per month, or €100 per month. It's wrong. A real entrepreneur understands that he must invest in his business to earn more. Explain why you should invest in the paid plans of SystemEIO. So there you have to provide very practical advice on SystemEIO, and then in the end, this relationship of trust that you will create with your community. It will systematically pay in commission, and some will even contact you in private. James, give me your link. I'm going to go over an annual plan. You've helped me quite a bit, etc. Last point, the strategy, a bit of a bonus necessarily when you're going to help people, and well, little by little you will be able to have testimonials or even case studies by showing how SystemEIO is not obliged to focus only on this but to help these people to succeed in the alternative, because when you start you do not necessarily have people who you have been able to help, etc. C is to interview users, a fairly simple interview that explains their background. It's also a good way to create content much more easily, and then you yourself position yourself a bit as an authority simply when you interview Kenquin. Necessarily he will share this interview on his social networks, and therefore you will capture part of his audience thanks to that. So here you have to be quite smart on that, but it's a great technique, and then you won't have any more people in the end. Well, here you go. A few months ago I was with John, who launched his online business. You do an interview and explain, etc. It will also motivate your audience to take action. So that was it. But this step could have this complete presentation to download in PDF mode in my member area, so it's called Affiliate Starter Kit, where I explain a lot of things to you. In addition, it's really a master class there that you have just seen, completely complimentary to the free products that I have at side. I really wanted to create this masterclass in unique mode, for I never shared these strategies and this vision of the SystemEIO affiliation, so it's up to you to make good use of it. You have a link below if you want to download this presentation. If you need help on your positioning, on generating more traffic, etc., that's all that it's free resources. I'll let you take action, but in the end you understood it. Generate money with SystemEIO affiliation is above all ultimately recruiting entrepreneurs who understand that it is a tool that helps them generate more money. If you understand that, and well, in the end, SystemEIO affiliation is not a very complicated solution for you. It's not betting only on sent traffic on the free SystemEIO subscription, but really having this role of educator, this role in quotes of coach who helps people to use SystemEIO correctly, and we have seen him use SystemEIO correctly. Switch to paid plans. What we need: tags, we need more training space, etc., etc.